Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to NBA 2K23. Today we are back with topic, review, I guess conversation. I don't know really what to call these. Just, I guess, topical conversation on really what's left in the mode of my team as we end its end days. It's end game days as 2K24 is right around the corner, kind of, as it's still like a good 2 months away. But as that winds down, we start to end my team. I mean, technically my team's already over. I believe we will have one more season, as it sounds like it would be the grand finale. But interesting on how they're going out with the cards. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, as we are missing so many cards compared to last year. Curious to see your thoughts on if we still get these cards or what out of these cards we will get. Now, taking a look at what we have so far, we have 3 end games in total, as they did announce another one today in Bill Russell. Little underwhelming with that particular card. Why? Well, because it's Bill Russell, and he's as tall as Paolo and Kevin Durant, but is limited to the power forward center, and Durant can play small forward shooting guard, and Paolo can play small forward power forward. It's like the only position that Bill Russell can play is an undersized position for the card. So, yeah, it's very, very interesting to see what is going on here. So, I wanted to talk about the cards that are left and where are some of the cards. So, let's talk about that right now. For one, don't really want to talk about end games yet, but I do want to talk about the lack of a position. Point guard. Where the hell are our point guards? My God. Why are they being so stingy on point guards? If you guys do not remember 2K22, I have a few images, and some I think are actually in the thumbnail. Where is point guard Yao Ming? Where is point guard Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Where is point guard Shaq? I don't know. I mean, even last year, we got a end-game Kareem Abdul-Jabbar point guard. We ended up getting a Shaq. Not end-game point guard Shaq, but we did get a Shaq card that could play point guard. Now, granted, these cards that I'm mentioning at point guard weren't even eligible to, they weren't even endgame cards. They were just part of the set, but we really didn't get any out-of-position sets this year. This Victor Wembanyama has really put a lemon in the soup here, if you will. Really screwed things up, because it's kind of messed everything up as far as anything that's not close to his size is just a little underwhelming. But there is a position that can still take that and make it, a good time, is the point guard, just because we don't have any. Where is endgame Magic? Where is LeBron James, any point guard version? Where is Giannis? And where are all the oversized point guards of yesteryear? I don't know if they got extremely bored or what happened last year, but last year, fellas, we had a Yao Ming that could play shooting guard, point guard. Now, I'm not saying I want that back. I don't know what happened last year compared to point guards in this year, but we have none. We did end up getting an endgame Kareem Abdul-Jabbar that could play point guard, arguably my favorite point guard of the whole year, for obvious reasons. But, yeah, I'm just starting to wonder what is there. And then what endgame cards could we see that would really make a splash? I would love to see a Nikola Jokic endgame point guard card. Obviously, I'd like to see a Bull. I'd like to see Kristaps Porzingis. Obviously, they're just going to be super tall guys. We've never seen a Manute Bull that has been an endgame, so that would be very similar to like a Victor Wembanyama card. So I guess you could almost argue that he's already in the game. It would just be another one. But the problem is with the endgame cards is everybody's now just going to be looking for size. Forget the player's name or what they did in the NBA, but where is the size? Where is the destruction? Where is the cheese? And unfortunately, at this stage, when you throw in a 7'5" god, it's hard to impress us now. We have expectations of beyond repair. So I just wanted to kind of figure out what's going on here, what could be left. There's rumors floating around that level 40 for the endgame could be a endgame point guard Harden card, which I think we did get last year, which 6'5" endgame anything is pointless to me, but I am very curious to see, like, compared to last year, what would be still a good card at this stage in the game and what we could still use, just because I don't know, man. It's just we're lacking in certain areas, and then we have too much in others. Like last year, just looking at the list, we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Giannis, LeBron, Kobe, Michael, Magic, Larry, Luka. Got 2 Lukas, actually. 2 Kareems, Ben Simmons. That's another one we need. 2 Michael Jordans, 2 LeBrons, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, and Kevin Durant, which we already have the Durant. And I believe there's a J.R. Smith that I forgot that we got on there somewhere. You guys looking for cheap and safe MT? Go and check out U7Buy.com. A6K is rebranded with U7Buy.com. They're safe, reliable, and make sure you visit my link in the description below. And if you don't use the link, I don't get the credit. So make sure you click the link. U7Buy.com. Go get the cards you really want. I think there is. Am I missing a couple? Oh, wow. I'm missing a whole ton. Got Tracy McGrady, J.R. Smith, Taco Fall, Carmelo Anthony, LaMelo Ball, James Harden, Chris Webber, Nikola Jokic, Scotty Barnes, Wilt Chamberlain, Dirk Nowitzki, Magic Johnson. And that was it. So we are missing quite a bit here, and there's not a lot of time left. So they really need to start shoveling out the content and start giving out the cheese. Clearly, we didn't get the rights to Thon Maker this year. I'd love to see him at an in-game point guard, but just he's not in the league anymore, so he's not under contract or obligation to participate in the 2K. But where's the Tracy McGrady point guards? Where is everything? Huh? Why is everything... Tracy McGrady at this point guard at this point wouldn't even be that cheesy. It would actually be considered slightly undersized. Along with some of these other cards, I would love to see it like a Scottie Pippen endgame point guard. Would love to see some things happen here, but we got to get going. We're running out of time. I like a lot of these end games, but there are some I would take out, like Anthony Davis. I mean, unless you could run shooting guard, I could give 2 shits about Anthony Davis. Kawhi Leonard, you could say hasta la vista to him. Don't need 2 LeBron James endgame cards. You can just give us one that plays point guard and small forward, because that's really all, or point guard, shooting guard, because that's all we really would be useful for at this stage. Looking forward to a Kristaps, Ben Simmons. We still need, obviously, a Jokic. Don't really need a Luka. I don't think Luka at this stage of the game would do anybody any favors. Dirk Nowitzki, would love to get that, as he is 7'1", so that would be nice. Maybe a small forward, power forward for him. But yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of cards we're missing out here. Taco's an obvious. Yao Ming's an obvious. But I'd like to see some other guys, maybe Sean Bradley, George Marison, just throw some taller giants in there. Obviously, we're just looking for crazy stuff. LaMelo Ball, I don't need a LaMelo Ball. You can skip LaMelo Ball. Tim Thomas, point guard, endgame would be crazy. Just like anything crazy. I'm all down for crazy at the end of the year, just because it can't get much crazier than Victor Wembanyama, so might as well bring it all on. If you're going to bring the cheese, bring the cheese. But that's just my thoughts. I wanted to kind of just state where we're at for the end of the year. It's just going to get more cheddar, especially after we get this Victor Wembanyama card. So that's it. We're here. We're at the finish line, folks. We just got to cross it. We got a good month and a left. I think we got about a good month of content left, and then it's endgame, folks. It's dead season officially. Dead of dead. You better buckle up, because it's a rough month where nothing comes out, and then people all get on the Madden train, and then we all forget about Madden and come back to 2K. So other than that, that's it. That's the game plan for the end of 2K23. What a wild ride it's been. Am I right? Anyways, let me know in the comments below who you want to see for endgame. I'd love to see, personally, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, Giannis, Nikola Jokic, Tim Thomas. We need to see some cheddar or just some goddamn point guards. I'd love anything. And then, would you guys be up for not necessarily endgame versions of these cards, but do you want to see the Shaq point guards, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's, Yao Ming's of last year? It's weird. Yeah, you didn't see a lot of people run them, but they were available just because they were like super slow. They weren't endgame versions by any means, but they were available. So very interesting. Very interesting. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Other than that, guys, just a short one today. I'm out. I love you all. We got new season info mission coming out tomorrow, and I'll be there for that. So keep an eye out for that video tomorrow. In the meantime, I love you all. See you next time. Richie Nation.